Hi, Ron and Mary here. And today we're really excited because we've been getting a lot of questions about the nature of freedom and what it really means inside the context of spiritual psychology. So that's our focus in sharing with you today.
And there are so many words that mean different things if you are talking from the perspective of the ego-centered self or you're talking from the perspective of the authentic self. And freedom is one of those words. So from the ego's perspective, what freedom means is the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and to have the resources to be able to do that. And the assumption is, of course, if I can just have that, then I'll be free, and that will really make me happy. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work that way. But when we speak of freedom from the authentic self point of view or perspective, the authentic self doesn't see it that way at all. What the authentic self experiences with freedom is the freedom from suffering, the freedom from being caught up in unresolved issues. It's really freedom within as opposed to freedom to do. And if someone is totally free within, that means they're going to be walking around in a state of loving, and then they do whatever they do from that state.
And part of what I love to think about with regard to freedom in terms of inner freedom is the freedom to choose my attitude, the freedom to choose my own responses to situations rather than feeling at the effect of and just being in a constant state of reaction to everything that's coming my way, that I can do the inner work to resolve the issues that are my hot buttons, such that I have the freedom to respond with equanimity. I have the freedom to respond with peace. I have the freedom to respond from higher consciousness, from wisdom, from self-compassion, from acceptance of the challenges that life at times brings, so that rather than feeling victimized and at the effect of all of this, that I recognize no matter what is going on, I retain the freedom regarding my own inner environment and the ways in which I choose to respond.
Most people are unaware that nothing happening outside is the cause of our internal response, our internal reaction. What happens is that it triggers the place inside where we have an unresolved issue, and then we react from the confines of the unresolved issue. USM provides a technology where you can free yourself from that entire process. You do not have to be at the effect of things happening outside in the world. You truly take dominion in your own consciousness, and that is a happy day.
And the automatic byproduct and blessing that occurs through that liberation is the opportunity and experience of residing in the qualities of the authentic self, which include freedom, unconditional loving, peace, joy, acceptance, aliveness, enthusiasm, and happiness.
One of the greatest quotes that I've ever heard about freedom was from Viktor Frankl, and who spent, a good part of his life in the Nazi concentration camps. And what he said was, he said, they can take everything away from you but one thing, and that is the ability to choose your own response in any given situation. That's freedom. That's really freedom.